Oh, sorry.
Okay, today I'm going to talk to you about Disneyland and how to plan your perfect vacation. Have you ever tried to plan the perfect vacation and had no idea where to start? You decide where you want to go and when you want to go, but nothing seems to fall into place. You finally get to your destination, you get into the park, and then what? There's crowds everywhere, you don't know what to do. In this speech, I'm going to teach you the things that I know that will help you have a better experience at Disneyland. The things that you think you need versus the things you don't need. In 4 minutes, I'm going to teach you, or I'm going to break down in three categories what you need to know: travel, food, and park tips. Let's begin by picking a date. The busiest times of the year to go are big holidays, such as Christmas, Thanksgiving, spring break, summer vacation. Here on this, there is the calendar. All the orange highlighted dates are the dates that are the most busiest to go. September is the least busy to go because everybody's been in school and they already had their summer vacations, so they don't need to take any more. Next, you need to plan how long you're going to go. Are you going to go for 2 days, a weekend, a whole week? Then you need to find out if you're going to fly or drive. If you have a little amount of time, then flying might be your best option. You don't want to take 3 days if you live in Idaho to drive to Disneyland and back when you have 4 days to go. Next, when you're picking your flight, consider what the extra flight expenses, if it costs money to go check your bags or not. For example, Southwest, if you fly Southwest, you don't have any extra charge if you check 2 bags per person. If you're going to fly, consider where you're going to stay, your hotel. You want to find a hotel that will pick you up from the airport, possibly take you to the park, and then back to the airport when you're done with your vacation. Which brings us to our hotel. The Disneyland Hotel may be the best place to stay, 5-star resort. But in reality, you're going to be spending $400 minimum per night per room, when you can find a place within walking distance that is, for 4 nights, you can stay for $400. At the Disneyland Resort, there are suite rooms that have character personalities to them. So they'll have a Dumbo room for kids or a Sleeping Beauty room for the girls. And on to food. Next, you want to decide what you're going to eat. If you're going to eat 3 meals in the park or 1. I would make sure you eat breakfast before you go. Eating at the park costs anywhere from $10 to $20 per person to eat. So if you eat at your restaurant or at your hotel, it will save you money. The next thing is eating at Goofy's Kitchen. Goofy's Kitchen is a great atmosphere. There are tons of characters walking around, and there's interaction between your kids and the characters. The only downside is you will see 2 characters within an hour to 2 hour period. So out of the whole thing, you're not going to see very many. It costs $40 a plate for children to eat and $80 for adults. Plan to eat at least 1 meal in the park, most likely lunch. It takes a lot of time to leave the park and come back in the park. So you're going to want to eat in the park, probably for lunch, and if you can make it through the whole park and then out for dinner, that would be your best bet. There's tons of places in the park to eat. There's Mexican restaurants, little stands that sell burritos and stuff, and there's also healthy snack stands. At the healthy snack stands, everything ranges from $8 to $20. So plan on spending a lot of money in the park for food. For park tips, once you're in Disneyland, you may seem overwhelmed with everything. There's lots of strollers, people, parades going on. It's very busy. If you have younger children, plan on staying in the kids area, which includes Fantasyland, Toontown, so all the pink area that's highlighted in this map. In the Fantasyland, there's things like Peter Pan rides, Sleeping Beauty rides, Dumbo. The more exciting stuff for older kids, such as Indiana Jones and Space Mountain, are found on the other end of the park. That is more geared towards older kids. If you're planning on getting characters autographs, you're going to want to plan at least one day to be in the park. You're going to need probably at least half a day to meet 5 characters. For example, if you're standing in line to see the princesses, which you never know which one it's going to be, to meet 4 of them, you will stand in line for approximately 4 to 6 hours to meet them. Once you get in, it may not be the ones that you want. Second park tip is just relax. There's lots of going on. There's plays going on during the days, parades, there's light shows at California Adventure, which is just across from Disneyland. There's their new water display, World of Color. There you'll see, it's kind of like the old Fantasia. There's water shooting up, and then there's movies and a play that's projected onto the water. Also on California Adventure side, the play Aladdin is played all year round. And so once you get there, you have to decide what you want to do and do it. For Fast Passes, there's Fast Passes available for rides. What a Fast Pass is you'll get it, you put your ticket in the machine, and it will give you a pass back that allows you to go to the front of the line in all the rides. Not all rides give these out, so you kind of just got to be cautious. The main big rides do. If you're interested in seeing the World of Color, which is an amazing show, there are Fast Passes available for seating area. If you want to stand, that's fine. The show lasts about an hour long. But if you would like to Fast Pass it, they normally go within the first 30 minutes that the park is open. And it's way worth seeing. Next, for Fast Passes, you're only allowed to have one in your hand per person for a ticket. So if you're going to want a Fast Pass, you're going to want to make sure you plan out what you want to Fast Pass. So right when you get in the park, you're going to want to Fast Pass it, and then use it, and then go get your next one. Because they build up faster, and they give you a time frame to come back in, and if you don't use it, then you're out of luck. And now that I've broken down your Disneyland vacation into your travel, food, and park tips, it's time for you to plan your next vacation getaway. Go grab your calendar, grab your friends, family, grandchildren, and explore the wonderful, magical kingdom of Disney.